Hi, I'm Graham and welcome to Man vs Film. This is the first of a new segment that I'm thinking about doing, and this is all about Amazon Prime movies that you can watch on US Amazon Prime. So if you're interested in this, if you like it, leave a comment, give me the like, share this, whatever you need to do to let me know that this is worthwhile and something that you're interested in seeing. On this list, I've tried to keep it kind of easygoing movies, enjoyable things that you can sit back and relax, chill out to after the stress of getting ready for Christmas time. On this list, I have got 3 movies that made it into my top 10 end of year list last year. I've got 2 movies by Jeremy Saulnier, and I've got one kind of Christmas classic. That is in my opinion. You'll find out later on when we get to that. So let's just start off with number 10, which is Blue Ruin. A mysterious outsider's life is turned upside down when he returns to his hometown for an act of vengeance that goes wildly out of control. This is a low-budget thriller that really keeps you on the edge of the seat and you don't know where it's going to go. It's sort of anchored by this amazing central performance by Macon Blair, who is someone I've never heard of before, but his turn here is just out of this world. It's got amazing looking cinematography, and it is generally a movie that I didn't know where it was going to go or where it was going to end up. A real thrill ride, enjoyable flick. Number 9 is Spectre. A cryptic message from Bond's past sends him on a mission to unearth this sinister organisation called Spectre. Christmas time for me is always about a Bond movie, and why not choose the latest one? It may not be the best Bond, but it is far from the worst, and it's got the usual Bond trappings that you want. It's got the Bond girls, it's got globe trotting, it has got really good action set pieces. Okay, so the story doesn't fully back it up, but it's still a very good movie and highly enjoyable. Number 8 in my list, and a movie that you've probably already seen, but I just wanted to bring out again, and that is Ocean's 11. Danny Ocean pulls together a robbery team of 11 men to try and rob 3 Las Vegas casinos at the same time. This is a truly great film that still holds up today. It is a masterpiece, and probably the best thing about it is the camaraderie and the chemistry between all of the leads. They all seem to get just enough screen time to endear themselves onto the viewer, and you kind of like most of them. It keeps you guessing as to where the movie's going to go, what the final end game is and what they are up to, but man, even when you know what's coming, it's still really enjoyable. So if you've seen this but it's been a good few years, it's time to give it another spin. You'll feel like a warm blanket. It's comfortable, it's something familiar. Number 7 is Mission Impossible 5 Rogue Nation. Ethan and his team take on their most impossible mission yet as they strive to fight back against this covert syndicate of highly skilled, highly organised criminal organisation. Now, it's very rare to find a 5th entry in a series that is the best of the series. It happened before with Fast 5, in my opinion, the best of that series, and this one, which is, it's taken me a few watches, but yeah, I'm firmly in that ground now. I'm going to go with it. It is the best of the Mission Impossible movies. And I think one of the best things about it is the kind of hero-villain role that Rebecca Ferguson has. You're never quite sure what she's up to, but you do know one thing, and that is she is more than a match for Ethan, if not a better spy than he is. She's highly capable, and you're never sure quite where her alliances lie. Number 6 is Ex Machina. A young programmer is given the opportunity to test some groundbreaking equipment, kind of, by running the Turing test on this android. This is a 3-character piece movie. There are only 3 actors in it. It's Domhnall Gleeson, Oscar Isaac and Alicia Vikander, who is excellent as the sort of android. Now, you're never sure what the hell's going on in this movie. You're never sure if everybody's telling lies, if some people are telling the truth, if they're telling the truth one scene, if they're lying in the next, what's going on, what's going to happen. And it's got one of the wackiest dance sequences I think I've ever seen in any movie. It's kind of disturbing and off-putting. This is a really fun flick, and one that holds up on rewatches as well. Number 5 on my list is Blood Diamond. A fisherman, a smuggler and a syndicate of businessmen match wits over the possession of a priceless diamond. Now, this movie is chock full of some of the best performances you will ever see. And to say that Leonardo DiCaprio outshines them all is saying something. He is amazing in this role. It tackles a really tough subject in a terrible time in a country, and it sheds some light on it by telling this amazing tale at the same time. This is not a movie that I watch often, but every time I watch it, I become more and more assured that this thing is an absolute masterpiece. If you haven't seen it, don't really read too much into it, just stick it on and get engrossed in this tale. Okay, number 4 is Creed. The former heavyweight world champion Rocky Balboa takes the young Adonis Creed under his wing, who is the illegitimate child of his rival and friend Apollo Creed. Sylvester Stallone very bravely handed over the reins of his baby, his series, to Ryan Coogler, the man who did Fruitvale Station, and he brings along with him Michael B. Jordan as Adonis Creed. And do you know what? This new energy that put into the series has rejuvenated it. Now it takes a new sort of pathway that it did to the old series. It's a new direction for Rocky, but it homages everything from the full series. It's so many nice touches, it's layered, it's fantastic. Even scenes that should be kind of corny work, and you're just cheering along the lead character. You want to see him win, you want to see him just beat these insurmountable odds. It's fantastic. Now I grew up with Rocky, so I'm kind of predisposed to like this one, but even if I didn't, I'd still think it's a really good film. Number 3 is Sicario. An idealistic FBI agent is seconded to work with a covert government agency to fight drug barons in the US-Mexico border. Denis Villeneuve is one of the best directors working today. He did Prisoners, he did Arrival that just came out, he did Enemy. Every single one of these movies is movies that you have to watch. They are excellent, and this is the director to watch. It's coming out next year. He's got Blade Runner coming, which I cannot wait to see that thing. But this is a great story itself. Now it's all centred around Emily Blunt's lead character, but the story is not about her, it's all about Benicio del Toro's Alejandro character, and it isn't until the movie finishes that you realise that. It is all about the kind of silent man that's never seen, but not always the main focus of that scene. And for an action thriller, it has got some of the best cinematography I have ever seen. Some of the images you just jump right out at you as, wow, check this out. It's just not your usual kind of thing. Great flick. Okay, so I said I had 2 Jeremy Saulnier movies in this, and this is where the second one comes in. At number 2 is Green Room. A punk band is forced to fight for survival in the green room of a neo-Nazi compound when they witness something that they really shouldn't have seen. It's quick-paced, it is brutal, and it is unforgettable. Green Room is one of the best movies of this year and might quite possibly make onto my top 10 of this year's list. It's got an outstanding and an understated performance from Patrick Stewart, who's the head of the Nazis in this, and it really does show what a talent we lost when Anton Yelchin passed away earlier this year. I really want to tell you more about this movie, but the fact that I've put it in number 2 should let you know that this is one to be checked out as quickly as you can. Now it is December, and I felt that I had to put a kind of Christmas movie at number 1 spot, but the Christmas range wasn't that great. But there was one movie that jumped out at me, and it's a personal favourite of mine, and that movie is Gremlins. A boy inadvertently breaks one of the 3 rules of his new pet and unleashes a horde of malevolently mischievous monsters onto this small town. It's a classic. I love Gremlins. I love the black humour in it. I love the way that the Gremlins act once there's hordes of them, the crazy antics. I love Gizmo, and I feel like he feels like a real character. You know, if this was done nowadays it would be CG, but you still kind of have some interaction with it. You believe it's a character, or I do anyway. I even like the small town setting, and I like the townsfolk that populate this place. They kind of feel lived in. It feels like a real place. And it is technically a Christmas movie. It's set at Christmas, there's Christmas tree lights, Gizmo's a present himself. There's that really weird tale about Santa coming down the chimney. If you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's just a fun movie, and that's why it's my number 1 this time. So I hope you liked this segment. I hope you enjoy it enough that I'll come back and do more of these for you. I hope you get to find a movie that you really like. If there's something on US Prime that I haven't made a note of, drop it in the comments below. I may add it to the list next month. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.